Hello and welcome to another client showcase, a client supervisee showcase with me, Rebecca Daniel, co-founder of the Coaching Catalysts. My business partner, Sarah Bramall, and friend and I have been showcasing some of our supervisees this week, and we are joined by another one of our long-standing members and coachee supervisees, Gerri Moore. But before I go into introducing Gerri and bringing her on to the screen, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who's joined us for International Coaching Week. So this week in the coaching industry, we are celebrating International Coaching Week, and it is Sarah and myself, our third year of celebrating as the Coaching Catalyst. And we've been hosting a really fantastic week of learning, development, growth, and connection. We started off on Sunday with a welcome party. We kicked off day one yesterday, and I've just delivered a session on coaching presence to a group of amazing and dedicated and enthusiastic coaches this morning. But it's not too late to sign up. We still have tomorrow reflective practice with Sarah. We still also have a masterclass on Thursday. It's a whole 90 minutes with us on Thursday, and you can join us then. And in addition to that, on Friday, we are ending the week with a 1 hour networking and connection session. So it's not too late to join us. Head to bit.ly/supervision workshops. You can sign up. It's absolutely free, and we look forward to seeing you then. So as I said, I am co-founder of the Coaching Catalyst, and what we do at the Coaching Catalyst is we support professional coaches through learning and development, through coaching triads, through community, but first and foremost, we support with coach supervision. We're really passionate that all coaches who are either actively coaching or even preparing to begin their coaching practice are in supervision to support them in their skills, their knowledge, their approach to the coach, but also their well-being. We're ICF accredited coaches at PCC level, we're EMCC accredited at senior practitioner level, and we're accredited with the EMCC as coach supervisors, in addition to being coach trainers and mentor coaches. So you can see that you are in trusted hands here at the Coaching Catalyst. So as I said, we've got some incredible coaches who are in supervision with us, and I'm going to bring on Gerri. So please welcome Gerri to the room with me. Hello, Gerri.
Hi, Rebecca. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I said it's really lovely to see you, right? Because we're all living such busy lives, and it's really nice to connect. So really great to have you here, Gerri.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
So you have been in our world for some time now. You're not a newbie by any means, and this is not your first showcase, but I said to you before we went live that it's really lovely to have you back again to talk about the journey of where you were at then and where you're at now, also to remind people of what you do and who you are. So please, Gerri, firstly, introduce yourself. What do you do? Where are you based? Tell us more about you.
Okay, so I am a qualified coach, personal development coach. I'm also a master NLP practitioner, and I'm a trainer of NLP as well, which I qualified at the end of last year. I'm based in Leicester, and I am currently refocusing my business to concentrate on two different groups of people that I hadn't initially thought I'd work with. So they are people with long-term health conditions, working through organisations in terms of doing some training first in how they can better manage the workplace for people that are currently undergoing some sort of treatment or ongoing health condition, but then also offering coaching to those individual staff members to help them cope better, both the supervisors of those staff and the staff members. And the other are estate agents, and that is about training them in better communication skills using my NLP. But I'm finding the need, therefore, to pick up some of those people for coaching, because they're feeling a bit lost and they suddenly recognise the need to have coaching for themselves.
Thank you, Gerri. And I did say I was excited to hear about how your practice has evolved. And knowing what I know about you, I know that these, even though they sound like two completely different niches, they haven't come out of nowhere, have they, Gerri? So tell me a bit about your background, even though I know that. Share that with everyone else.
Okay, well, I've had a really varied background. So I was a registered nurse for the best part of 30 years, working with people at one stage that were undergoing cancer treatments and giving that chemotherapy. So I understand firsthand how difficult a time it can be for people and how support around them can actually help. But then for 16 years, I ran my own estate agency business. And we were a franchise business, but we built it from a cold start and had nearly 17 successful years of running it until we sold it, so that I could then concentrate on my coaching.
And isn't it wonderful? You know, people always say that they're trying to find their niche, and we go around in circles, don't we? Trying to figure out who we want to work with, who we get most joy supporting. And I always say, just test it out, explore working with different types of people, different niches, on different focuses, and you'll eventually get called to kind of what you love doing. So it's nice to hear that you're using your transferable skills and supporting in both of those sectors as well.
Yeah, it feels quite an honour to be able to do it, actually, and to give back in a different way, but stay connected as well to some parts of my life that were really joyous for me, and that I'd missed. And coaching's allowed me that platform to go back and look at things and do things in a different way, but get that excitement and that joy back again that I used to have when I worked those roles.
Yeah, it really is a privilege. It really is an honor, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, as I said, you've been in our world for some time. This is why I know a bit more about your background and the transition. But again, for those who might not have been at that point with us, how did you kind of find out about the Coaching Catalyst, Sarah, myself, and what made you decide to invest in coach supervision?
Well, I first met both of you when I was doing my coaching diploma through the Coaching Academy. That's how I first became aware of you. And then other coaches that I knew started having supervision with you and were really raving about how useful it was. So I decided to try it out, and I tried it out in some of your free sessions that you do once a month, and really enjoyed doing stuff like that. And then I thought, you know what, I'm really qualified. As a nurse, I would never have done practice and never had supervision and talked through, you know, some of those issues that were affecting me and my ability to do my job really well. And I thought, so why am I not doing it when I'm coaching? So that's how I first decided to do it. But as I've progressed and as I've at my business, I found the need for supervision even greater, because it's bringing up issues and questions that I have that I hadn't even thought about before. One of the ones that I have got, and I'm planning on taking to today's supervision, is around when I know the area that I'm working in really well, how do I stay in coach mode and don't step over into the consultant mode and tell people what to do? And without supervision, I think there's a real danger I could do that.
Yeah. You've mentioned a few things there. Like supervision isn't new, right? It's not a new concept. And especially if you're in healthcare or legal, possibly even finance as well, it's not a new concept. So the fact that you knew that actually you couldn't be doing the work that you're doing without that extra level of support is a great thing to hear. And I've just realized you do have supervision today, and your supervisor is Dawn. You've got the lovely Dawn. And let's talk about supervision actually in terms of your group. Obviously not naming any names, but what's the best thing for you about being in the group that you're in?
It's the openness of people. It's their willingness to actually lay it all out there, you know, sort of, what's the expression, warts and all, and know that they can get some insights into what's going on and not be judged. And I think that that's the most important thing. But also, we have a laugh over stuff as well, you know, because we start to build that rapport and that trust in each other. So if you say something that comes out completely wrong, everybody can laugh about it and you don't feel embarrassed or, you know, sort of worried that people are going to judge you and think that you're silly.
Yeah, the relationships that are formed, I think people don't really understand what they get from supervision until they're in it. And it's the community, it's the relationships, it's the support, isn't it? And when you've been in a group as well for a longer period of time, you deepen that relationship, don't you? It becomes more of a surface level and more an investment in each other.
Yes.
So that's what I love.
I mean, we've had times where somebody's been waiting for a result. You know, one of the group recently actually passed their diploma in coaching, and the first thing everybody wanted to know was, how did it go? Did you pass? So there's that, wanting to be the cheerleaders as well for other people's careers.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Thank you for sharing that, Gerri. So, as I said, you've been with us for some time. I love celebrating where we were, or you were, or a supervisee was, and where you're at now. So, what would you say is the difference in terms of where you were and where you are now?
I think when I started, I felt a little bit like lost, a bit like I didn't really know where I was heading and how I was going to develop the skills I had just learned and qualified with. Now I feel like I know my direction better, but now I need the supervision in order to get those skills really honed down for the area that I'm working in, and to really do some self-reflection in how I'm progressing and what I might need to go and look at to actually be better and turn up in a more equipped way for the clients that I'm working with.
Yeah. Thank you. Because it's not just about us, is it? It's also about how we're going to use that learning, those reflections, and support our clients better. So it's twofold, isn't it? It is about us, and it also is about our clients too, and how we can be better for them. So thank you. I can see quite a few joining over on Instagram. So lovely to see you. And actually, Helen, one of our supervisees, Helen Burton Kerr, she's over there as well. So hello, Helen. And I think we've got Tracy T over here too. So thank you. We are kind of approaching the end of our showcase today. I know that we always make sure that people can get bite-sized snippets from these sessions. So what would you say, Gerri, to those who are considering supervision? What would you say is, something that you think that they should know?
I think it's not about that it'd be nice to have. I think it's an essential to have. And I think, you need to be able to look after yourself as well as develop your skills and show up well for your clients. So the investment is worth every penny, because you know that you've got that support and that safety net behind you so that you can be the best coach that you can possibly be.
Yeah, perfect. And I love how you said that. It's not like it is a nice to have, and that it is an essential. And again, you don't know what you need until you've got it. And you don't know what you haven't got until you've got it. So thank you for sharing that. So what's going on in your world, Gerri? What's next for you?
The next for me, I suppose, I started out with the name of just Dreamlife Coaching, but I had this recognition at the end of last year that actually that didn't reflect everything that I did. So I rebranded the Dreamlife Academy, and my next aim is to get more training in there, but then use the other skills of coaching and NLP to support the individuals within that training that identify through the training that they've got a need, they've got a development issue. So that's where I'm going, and building my network of people within the fields I want to work so that I can find the clients that I need to keep on coaching.
Perfect. So it will be healthcare and those that have long-term health problems, and it will be in the estate agency industry as well. And Sarah and I always love talking to you because we're like, what's Gerri doing now? Because we know that Gerri's always doing something. So we're like, what are you doing now, Gerri? So thank you for sharing and sharing the evolution of Dreamlife Coaching into the academy. And I know that there'll be so much more that will be coming for you in the next few months. And we look forward to hopefully showcasing you again so that we can continue to showcase the journey that you've been on, Gerri. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you a lot.
Thank you. So we've just ended a showcase with Gerri Moore. Please do go and connect with Gerri over on LinkedIn. And if you are in those industries, please do reach out to Gerri as well. And if you have been thinking about supervision and you're thinking Gerri's inspired you, because she definitely inspires Sarah and I when we talk to Gerri. If you've been thinking, do you know what, maybe now is the time, please do go over to bit.ly/coaching-collective. It's been running along my screen since the beginning of this live. And our doors open twice a year. So they open in June or May, June for a July start, and November, December for a January start. So we only have 2 cohort starts dates a year, and we close that specifically to form the group so that the group can build relationships, so they can feel psychologically safe in their smaller community groups as well. We often get asked how many are in each group. So we have 6 coaches, no more than 6 in each group. I think some groups have 5, some groups have 4, but there's no more than 6 coaches in each group, and you receive monthly group coach supervision. So that is to support your skills, your knowledge, your effectiveness, your well-being, your ethical practice, all as coaching professional. So thank you again to Gerri. And just a last one, that please do sign up for International Coaching Week. As I said, we are still running until the end of this week, so you can still catch the replays from Monday and Tuesday. You can join Sarah live tomorrow at 10 a.m. for reflective practice, masterclass on Thursday, networking on Friday. We've got a whole plan in place for all of you. So thank you so much, and we'll look forward to speaking to you soon.